way you race your car. It's the way you stand beside your car.
Hey guys, welcome back to Bad Luck Garage. I'm excited. Why am I excited? Because today we are taking the Corvette to the drag strip for the first time to get some base runs, get some baseline numbers and just see where we stand with it. Pretty much stock the way it sits, the way I bought it. Ray is actually going to meet us out there at the drag strip. I'm going to try to show him how to operate this camera, so maybe he can get some footage from the outside. But basically this is what's going down, guys. It is, I think, 20 after 3 on Friday. I am uploading a video that I was talking about in the last video. It's just an oil change on the Camaro video, guys, but I was just bored and I was picking on the wife because she kept using that as an excuse to drive the Corvette every day. So I know most of you aren't going to be into the Camaro video, but whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and upload it, guys, before I head to the drag strip. But anyway, before I go to the drag strip, last night I already prepped the car. Okay, so I got I just basically just topped off all the fluids and everything. I mean, it's a stock Corvette, guys. We're probably not even going to do a burnout because I'm on street tires. For those of you who don't know, when you back into the bleach box and drag that water out on street tires and do your burnout, sometimes all the water doesn't get off. It'll be up in the treads of the tire, and then you end up tracking that water all the way to the line. So if you're doing burnouts, wet burnouts on street tires, just so you know, all the other guys hate you. If you're on street tires and you can't do a dry burnout on street tires, you probably don't need a burnout anyway. So I don't think I need a burnout in this thing. A straight launch, as long as there's some rubber down on the track before I get up there, I think I'll be fine. So we're gonna do all our baseline runs with no burnout, just launching it right off idle. What's really cool is I got home and the wifey handed me a package, and I actually got some things that we're going to put on the car really fast before we go to the drag strip. Just came in today, we got our tags for the China-Vette, so no more rolling on temporary tags. I'm definitely gonna put these on before we go to the drag strip. In this package, okay, all right, these actually aren't for the Corvette. These are some LED lights for the Avalanche, but these are for the Corvette. You might think these are goofy, but I decided to order up some of these badges here. These were $6 for 2 of them. I will post a link in the description, but it says LS1 Sick and Twisted. We're going to put those on the front fenders. If you had a Z06, it'll have the Z06 badges on the front fenders. I'm not about like representing crap you don't have, so obviously I'm not going to put Z06 fenders on a non-Z06, but these come with 3M adhesive on the back, and just peel and stick. So we're going to stick these on before we go to the drag strip. I just thought they would kind of look neat, kind of break up just the solid blue on the fender there, and I kind of like this whole sick and twisted thing. It's not very sick and twisted yet, but it'll get there, guys. So I'm going to put the plate on, put my new little badges on. Like I said earlier, guys, it's like, well, it's 3:30 now, but the issue is I'm not off duty for the weekend until 5 o'clock. So I'm still on duty. I can't leave and go anywhere yet, but what I can do is, put the new tag and the badges on the car. This is where I apologize to Lance Cunningham Ford, but your plate surround is coming off, boys. Huh, that's neat. I didn't even know it had that behind there. It's a little Chevy bow tie. And no, guys, I'm not one of those YouTube channels that worries about hiding my license plate. If I'm ever filming you and you want me to blank out your license plate, I will, but as far as mine goes, I don't care. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to put the badges like kind of in the same area that the Z06 badge would be on a Z06. So I pulled up some pictures in Google Image, and it looks like the badge should go like right here. So we're gonna clean that whole area on both sides with some alcohol and stick them on. And I'm just gonna look at my picture once again for reference. It looks like right about there. So we'll just peel and stick. Just touch it there and step back and look at it. I believe that's about right, guys. Here we go, guys. Got our sick and twisted LS1 badges on there. I think that looks good. Kind of breaks up the lines a little bit. All right. The car is ready to go to the drag strip. It could use a bath, but I don't wash my cars right before I take them to the drag strip for numerous reasons. But one, it's not a freaking car show, guys. It's a race. Two, you know, you never know when you're going to get some water accumulating in an area and you don't get to it and it starts dripping out on the track and you hit it and spin. You know, just take it dirty, guys, or wash it the day before if you're that freaking worried about it. I still have an hour and 15 minutes until I'm off duty for the weekend. So I'm going to go in here, wait it out, change shirts, make sure both my cameras are charged, and I will see you guys in, well, to you it'll be a second. Funny story, I was going to Knoxville Dragway and one of you guys alerted me that they are closed this weekend. So I got Uncle Ray over here with me and we are actually driving over an hour and going to Crossville to I-40 Dragway. Also, funny story, this is the drag strip that I used to go to when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. So I have actually not been to this drag strip in maybe 15, 20 years. Ever since I moved to Knoxville. So anyway, see you when we get there. All right, guys, we made it to I-40 Dragway in Crossville. I just got teched in. I'm probably the only stock vehicle here. But we're gonna try to get a couple runs in, just get our baseline numbers, and maybe check some other races out. I'm in the staging lanes, waiting on my first run. We'll find out what a stock Corvette can do. Automatic 2002. I'll sit in here for an hour, and they're just now running the street cars, so we're getting up here. I was also told that I do not need a helmet unless I'm hitting 750s, and I think we all know a stock 2002 Corvette is not going to hit 750s, so no helmet required tonight. So you guys are probably not going to be able to see me for this. I apologize for that, but you know, like I said, what happened was the drag strip by my house was closed, so we had to drive over an hour to come to this one, and then we've been waiting a while, so it's dark now. But I got Uncle Ray standing at the sidelines there with the other GoPro, so hopefully he can figure out how to use it and get a little exterior footage anyway. We are pulling up. We are going around the burnout box because we are not doing a burnout. There's our first run, guys. up here and see what we got. I'm not sure where I go to get my time slip. Oh, here we go. Uh, 77.
I got a bunch of tickets.
Well, this is about as slow as it gets right here. Best I can make out of this time slip is it looks like I ran a 908 at 80 miles an hour, I think. Yeah, looks like a 908 at 80 miles an hour. So, yeah. Project Steppenwolf, before we ever put the nitrous or turbo or anything on that old truck, it was running consistent 905s at 83 miles an hour. So we're starting off just a little bit slower than the truck was with this stock Vette. Like I said, I'm hot lapping it right now. I'm going to try to get in another run. Now on that run, I did not try to stall it up at all. I just went from idle and dropped it.
I want to take it behind here.
Well, I'm behind the white Mustang, so
Yeah,
after he goes.
Back here.
Yeah, you can go ahead and start it early.
Yeah, but I didn't even see you. I didn't
Okay.
even know. That Mustang.
Yeah, straight pipe. The problem was Ray didn't see me until it was too late on that first run, so there's no external footage, but he's going to try to get it this run. But like I said, I didn't even stall it up on the first run. I just, you know, kind of waited and dropped the hammer. And on this run, I'm going to try to stall it up a little bit and see if my time improves or gets worse. And here we go for run number 2. I'm going to try it with some stall. I left the traction control on, guys. It cut power right when I took off. Well, I feel like a fucking idiot. Sucks, man. Maybe I can get up here and get another run in real quick. Yeah, I felt it as soon as I took off, it just goes bleh. And I looked down and I could see my traction control shit flashing. I said, fuck. So that was definitely not a good run. Yeah, guys, traction control killed it. That one was a 929 at like 79 miles an hour. So I need to do that again because it felt like it was going to leave a lot harder when I stalled it up, but then the traction control nosedived it, so I fucked that one up. We'll get another shot here, hopefully. I'm gonna get back in line real quick and try to hot lap it, get one more run, and then I'm done. Is that all right? Are you okay?
Where's back there again?
Huh?
Want me behind you again?
Sure. It's almost 10 o'clock. It's an hour and a half drive here, so probably gonna get one more run in and then I'm gonna head home and edit this. Guys, this time I've got the traction control off, okay? So this is gonna be my last pass of the night, and then I've got to drive back to Knoxville. So we're gonna try to stall it up on this run. See how she does. I've got a chick in a Vette that sounds like it's got a cam and some drag radials on it, fixing to probably bust my ass. We'll find out in a second. Oh yeah, she's killing me. So I'm definitely stalling this thing, kills it, guys. Trying to stall it up just killed it. I'm definitely better off not, well, for the time being, I'm definitely better off not stalling it, because I have just run consistent like 920s or whatever trying to stall it. When I just hit it right off idle, that's when I got the 908. So yeah, in stock form, better off just nailing it rather than trying to stall it up. Back home in Knoxville, and well, the last two runs were pretty shitty, but my first run ended up being my best run, guys, and honestly that was my only clean run. I'm going to explain that. You know, my first run, I just nailed it right off the right off idle. You know, I didn't try to stall it up or anything. And these Corvettes, they will stall to about 2,000, 2,200, so there is a little bit of stall built in there from the factory. But anyway, point is, first run was the best run. It was a 908 at 80 miles an hour. Now, compare that to the red truck before we boosted it or turboed it, when we just did the LS swap with the stage 3 cam, stock stall. You know, that thing was running 905s consistently at 83 miles an hour. So, like I said in a previous video, yes, the red truck, even without the turbo and the nitrous, was in fact faster than this Corvette. It was faster getting there, and it mile per hour higher. I really do think if I could have gotten a clean run stalling the Corvette up a little bit, I think it would have broke into the 8s. So, you know, we're just, since that didn't happen, we're not going to play what ifs. We're going to go on what happened, and we're going to say, basically, I'm starting off kind of where I left off with the truck as far as 8th mile times go. Now, on my second run, the issue was I left the traction control on. I'm sure you can hear me cussing, but yeah. So my dumbass left the traction control on the second run. Ended up running a 929 at like 79 miles an hour, so that sucked ass. Then on the third run, I just straight up got screwed, guys, because what happened was I pulled up to the line, and I was actually next to the silver convertible Corvette. Was actually a woman driving that, but it obviously was cammed, stalled, had drag radials on the back. I mean, this chick was having fun. But what happened was we pulled up to the lot and we staged, and I'm sitting there and I'm trying to stall it up because I got the traction control off this time. I'm trying to stall it up, and the lights aren't dropping. Like, we're both staged, we're both stalled, and the lights aren't dropping. And the track official started putting his hands down like this. Well, I don't know what the hell he meant by that, but I thought he meant, you know, relax a second, because they were having a problem. Obviously, because both of us had been staged and stalled for several seconds, and the lights never dropped. So I let out of the gas, and no sooner did I let out of the gas, he dropped the fucking lights. So, you know, I didn't even get a clean run on that last run. I was just like, oh shit, what's happening? And I floored it and took off. Honestly, guys, what I should have done is I should have just waited there, stalled it up some more, and left and said, fuck your lights, you know, once they drop, because I have no clue what that guy was doing. But instead, you know, I freaked out and I just hit the gas and ended up with an 822 at like 79 miles an hour again. Or I'm sorry, it's a 922 at like 79 miles an hour. So that sucked too. But anyway, point is, it ran just a hair slower time-wise than the red truck in the 8th mile. And it ran what, 3 mile an hour slower than the red truck in the 8th mile. So we got our baseline. That's all that's important. Our baseline is 908 at 80 miles an hour. So I know you guys don't like when I just talk your ear off at the end of these videos anyway. It's late. I actually have family day at Dollywood tomorrow, which is probably when you're going to see this. I'm going to do my best to edit this, get it uploaded tonight for you guys, so you'll have it to watch tomorrow while I'm at Dollywood. But anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on Bad Luck Garage.